Now seating for Empty Theater Club.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Empty Theater Club, a podcast for people who are UK pilled but understand the nuance behind that. I'm Val.
And I'm Cam, and happy summer. Val has joined the gang and just saw F1 Thursday night. I saw it the week that it came out. It's so funny that we literally have been tapped into this since it was announced, Val especially, but now I'm tapped in.
I
Like,
think last year was Brat Summer. This is Brit Summer.
it
With
is Brit summer. And you know what? That's a good point because F1 is a European sport, right? In like a sexy
famously
way.
British, though. Famously started at Silverstone, and it's in England.
Wow, I did not know that. See,
Yeah.
okay, so this is how I feel. I already knew about F1 a little bit because of you. I knew some of the people. So then when I was watching the movie F1, I was like, oh, this is like fun. Like I'm getting some of these like, oh, he just passed like George Russell, or I like recognize
George
this
Russell
person.
mentioned 3 seconds into the pod.
So then when I was watching, I was like, well, Val's gonna love this because she's
Yeah.
gonna like really get it. Like I would like even recognize some people on the screen. But then afterwards, I was just like, I think there is just something so it is like a luxury sport, right? Like
Oh,
it's like a
yes,
wealthy person
it's
sport.
fast cars. This is what I have been saying.
Yeah.
Wealthing. It's
Yeah.
fast cars. Who the fuck doesn't love that? Hot men, clearly, and really good fashion and like a great history behind it. Well, with a grain of salt, of course. But no, it was literally like fast cars, shooting stars. I was yelling, my man, my man, my man, every time George Russell was on that screen saying no lines.
I just think it's
Um,
so funny. I love that they like intertwined the real sport of it, I guess, as much as they did. Like I love that those people were like characters in it. Like
oh, like
Lewis Hamilton at the end was like the enemy. Like you had to beat
I
him.
know.
Like that's fun to me.
What I thought was the funniest part was the only realistic part of this entire movie. And I love this is a 5-star, 3-star movie for me. And I'm
Yep.
saying this was, can you introduce me to Carlos Sainz? That's the most realistic thing in the entire movie. But I love the idea of like Max Verstappen having an IMDb page now because of this movie.
Right,
And
right. Yes.
that is funny. And there's a clip of him saying, like, when the movie came out, they're asking the drivers, like, oh, have you seen it? And he goes, the movie's out? Oh, I haven't seen it on Apple TV. And they're like, it's not on Apple.
You
It's
have to go to
actually
the theaters.
no. No, I'm obsessed with it. It's like that's genuinely funny. Yeah, I remember
It also came out during F1 season, so that's just like they're
yeah.
busy guys. They have
Well,
other
they're
things
busy
to
guys,
do.
but I also think we were cracking up like F1 fans because
Yeah.
last year when they were filming this, because they would go to the real races. Like
Right,
this is kind of technically already been spoiled for us a year
right,
ago.
right.
Seeing like we all knew that Sunny Hayes won
Yeah,
because there was the scene of them in Abu Dhabi, like
yeah. Which is
celebrating.
cool. I had read like about that too and like how they filmed it and how they like had like the actual garage and stuff, which is I think cool. I like it. I think it sounds incredibly stressful to have to do that at a live venue like that. So to pull it off is pretty cool. But,
Yeah. Lewis Hamilton, my goat forever. Well, I want to ask you genuinely, like, as
okay.
someone, this is my agenda
Yeah.
winning at play. And I also think it's really funny that you watch before me. Like that, like
Yeah.
I said, long game. I'm gonna let
Yeah.
everyone else watch and tell me how much I love it. As someone who knew the very basics, you only knew like the highlights of what I shared with you and what I like retweeted. After watching that movie, like what intrigued you the most? Do you want to watch the race next Sunday? Like what is, or in 2 Sundays from now? What
Yeah.
was the thing that got you like pills, do you think?
I think the fact that it is such a small sport is very interesting to me. Like that it's like what, 22 people, 20 like it's such a small
Oh yeah,
number
yeah.
of
Two people
people
for every
who
team.
do it. I think that's crazy. Like you can know everyone, I guess, in that way. Because I think with sports, like a basketball team, a football team, like, and I guess like I like tennis in the same way, where it's like, I mean, there's a lot of tennis player, but like you have your people. Like I feel like with a lot of sports, it's so there's so many people to know, and it like so many teams and like who this is. With F1, it's like small and intimate. I think I texted you because I was like, well, do these people like all know each other? Like I feel like a friend group, and then they're also all competitive and like
Yeah.
it's an insane sport as well. Like doing this is so weird to me. Like it's so deadly and dangerous. And then they're just like really hot. Why are they all hot?
They're all
And like
stunning.
young men. Like I'm just like, this is
Stunning.
such a
Stunning.
it is like
It's a weird phenomenon. It's like, wait, what do you mean you're that hot? And also, like, I really do think I think it is my favorite sport. I think
yeah.
F1 is
And like they say in the
hard.
movie, like if you win it, like you're the best of the best. And I'm like, no, like I just did not realize how
And every race there's a different number one, which is what's really nice.
and
Every,
it's
you
just
have every
so
race,
I
you have
can't get over
something.
how tiny it is. I just can't get over it. And like
We each have our own little teams. It's still an individually team sport for like
yeah.
per driver, per engineer. Like it's so
And
cool.
like right, because there is like the team aspect of it, I guess. But then like the like how what we were talking about with like the like George Russell, who I'm really concerned about, like if
Um,
somebody moves teams, like how like the drama of it all and like getting cut or something. Like I feel like with the F1 movie, what I hadn't realized before I watched it, but now I like get it, is like getting that spot is like
coveted.
huge. Like that's your like
Guaranteed.
and it's so hard to get, I guess. Like I don't feel like that's everybody's competing. You have to be the best to get the spot. Like
You're literally constantly, it's a constant audition. Like
yeah, exactly.
unless you're Lance Stroll, whose dad bought him the seat because he's
Oh,
the owner of Aston Martin.
okay. I do love all the Nepo baby of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is with being a Nepo baby with F1 is there comes a point where it truly is just talent because also it's going to speak for itself, which
Right.
it always does, where it's like, hey, hear no evil, see no evil. Sure, your dad got you there, but are you good?
Well,
Like,
and it's life or death. Like if you're not good, you're gonna like die.
you're gonna die. And also,
Yeah.
like, there are investors,
Yeah.
truly. There are reserve drivers. If you're not doing good, we don't care who your dad is.
Right. Right.
We will replace you because this is what this is about. But yeah, but it's nothing's guaranteed. I love the idea of men. Like, how many spaces are there that men have to audition for things?
Right.
A lot. I like that there's a space here where like men are put under the ringer and like put through the ringer
And they're like risking their lives. Like it's literally like this is like I'm like they're like the closest we have to
Halo?
like the World War II boys to me. Like,
the
this is-
Halo, but also like I should say we shout out like Toto Wolff and Toto Wolff's and Susie Wolff. I wasn't even gonna say Toto Wolff's wife. No, Susie Wolff, who just so happens to be the wife of Toto Wolff, who you saw in the movie.
Okay.
So he is executive produced. He's the team principal of Mercedes. He was the guy at, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, goes up to Damson and
Oh.
German accent and goes, "Hi, if you were ever looking for whatever."
Yeah.
That's Toto Wolff. Icon star. Also, power couple, his wife Susie is in charge of F1 Academy, and that's like the female.
Oh, love.
Yes, so super cool. Like the
Yeah.
whole family's doing great, but they're constantly auditioning. It's constantly a process.
Well, I don't mind that it's a male only sport actually.
Well,
I think if you're a woman and you want to race it, like, okay, live your life. But I don't think we should be getting, like, this should not be a sport at all. So if it's going to be a sport, I'm glad that it's men, like, because they're the ones that
funny. I see
die.
what you're
You know what I
saying, but, like,
mean?
I don't. Same with like the draft. Like I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
don't
Like,
want- I actually
yeah,
don't
because
want-
this is again, you
Yeah.
death.
Well, so okay. So
thing.
you know when they're getting in the car
Yeah,
and they're like holding onto the thing to get in.
yeah.
That's called a halo. That halo was not implemented until 2022.
Okay, so here's the thing. Afterwards I was like, well, how frequent? Like, I think the last death was maybe 2014. I was like Googling, I was like,
it's
and which is like, but still pretty soon. Like it's not because I was looking into. I had seen Ferrari by Michael Mann, which as the stuff that is so good about that movie is the race stuff, right? So and it's obviously a very
stuff is really cool. It's
well,
engineering.
so that's my. I mean, to go back to the F1 movie, the thing that I wish there actually would have been more of is like the how much like the technical stuff of the car because like all of it is like. I don't know. I think like the weight limits and all of that stuff, which I had read about, like eating disorders with this. But I find that stuff to be the coolest, and I don't feel like they spend like they acknowledge it, but I'm like it's really like
oh, they didn't spend any second. I mean,
I feel like that's like what the whole thing is. Like it's engineering. Like that's so
and then the
cool
female
to me.
engineer, they said she's gonna be sleeping with a driver. I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Bechdel test out the window.
Yeah.
There was
But I'm
not
like, what does the drive? I feel like you also have to like be smart to be a driver in this to like know
Well,
your car.
Here's
Like
the thing: Carlos
so
Sainz
weird.
is engineer first. Checo Perez
yeah.
was an engineer first. It's the best driver. I think the aspect that they did, I like that they highlighted was it's not just neck training. It's going into the garage,
Yeah.
and talking with your engineers and being like, no, because they can only do so much. Who's driving the car at the end of the day? You. report back. You have to know, and Carlos Sainz in real life does such a great job of that.
Mhm.
And it's like there's always like a bit around where they're like, oh no, if Carlos is back there, something's wrong because he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh. See,
And
that's so hot. I think this is
right,
why
it's the
it's so
best
sexy,
drivers
is you're like the most competent
invested.
person. Like,
Yeah, you have to
and just
understand
like
it's a team sport. It's truly
so hot.
bitch,
I have
box.
chills. I literally have chills thinking about this.
I
Like,
cried. I
so
literally went, and then the needle
and I
drops.
think the other thing is like the least interesting part to me is the race itself. Like the actual racing. Like, like it's all the chatter behind the scenes and all the stuff that
The
goes into
radio.
Yeah.
It's just boop, boop. Yeah, but there was not a single qualifying scene, which to be fair, qualifying is
But they did address that he didn't do the
yeah, I was like,
qualifying
there's
thing
not a
because,
single
and that's
scene
why he
about
had the
it.
spare tires, which I thought was cool. I went with my coworker Betsy, who has been to an F1 race before, and she was like, a lot of it's all the qualifying stuff. So like,
Yes,
that's
it's
what I
like the most
remember the most.
exciting parts, or it's
Yeah,
qualifying.
yeah.
And I love like seeing like when I close my eyes and think of like true happiness. And I'm like, okay,
God, you just got to be going so fucking fast. Like, I can't
so
fathom
fast. The
that.
scene of them, he's flying. I was like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
But because we know how we feel about Brad Pitt in this on this pod.
But also, like, you start so young. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and you start with karting, and then also like Carlos Sainz's dad was an incredible F1 driver. And now he's in a different form of racing, like he's in like with the sand dunes and everything. So
Right.
really cool. We will get
And I
into
love I really, I mean, I don't love this, I guess, but I really did not realize like Lewis Hamilton being the only black F1 driver. Like,
I was telling you about this. It's crazy. He's changed
I thought he
the
was just
world.
like the first one. And then I was like, oh my God, no, like ever. Like, and I think that goes back to it just being like, well, obviously like racism, but being such a small sport. Like,
Racism in racing. I'm
yeah,
sure that's
yeah.
an
I'm
essay.
just, but then I'm like, I just think he's everything. I think he's
No,
building
like
such a legendary pathway. Like it's very cool to witness. And I think that's what's fun with all this F1 in general. Like I know it's been around, but it really feels like this is like,
so fresh, right? It feels so
yeah, it's a big moment. And I love all the people involved with like I love George Russell. I just think he's cute. I love Lewis Hamilton. And I've seen that clip of I think it's Carlos Santos maybe.
Carlos Sainz, my love.
Oh yeah, and he's like, I'm shit.
Oh, no. That's Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm shit. I think
know
that's
he
sad.
really it gets sad, but he's
I
like
love them so much.
Force
I need to
Ferrari,
watch
Force Ferrari.
the Netflix show.
Yeah, Drive to Survive. I
Yeah,
just want to say, like, going on the record here of saying I win. Like,
you do win.
we got ATC Nation. We got Cam to get into F1.
I
I
literally,
finished episode 2 of Interview with the Vampire. So funny. Like, genuinely, this is ETC
yeah.
herstory.
And the fact that I literally like the other day was like, oh my God, what's happening to George Russell? Like, I'm literally concerned about his career. Like,
Also, Martin from The Parent Trap being the journalist with the Peaky Blinders hat.
yes.
I said,
So
what?
funny.
Who
And
are
I
you?
also would just like to say, I think Brad Pitt is terrible in the movie. A
Brad
really
Pitt's
bad
never been worse.
actor.
Brad Pitt has never been worse. Get the
I did not see Babylon, and I forgot he was in it, but I did see a clip from Babylon the other day, and he was terrible in it as well. So I think he's just universally bad.
And for people who are like, I don't, people who watch F1, blah, 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 like they're new, whatever, like all this.
Can I
Yeah.
say it? Tom Cruise should have been in it. Sorry.
I'm also shocked that he wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. But I
Well, they
also
said
feel
like that, like there was a conversation around it, and Joseph Kosinski from Marshalltown, Iowa,
Hmm,
the director,
yeah.
was like he would have like died. We didn't like it would not have been safe. Like this, he would have went too far with
would've
the
killed
stunts. And I'm like,
Yeah.
love it. I need to watch Days of Thunder.
I also feel like Tom Cruise internally was like, no, Tom Cruise, as we've discussed this at nauseum on this podcast, but Tom Cruise is a great American. Like
Yeah.
he is the definition of great.
That's true, and it's a European. You're totally right, and that's why he did Days of Thunder, like NASCAR, like which is, I guess, the thing that's funny to me too. I mean, I have the sprint car capital of the world, right? Like racing is huge where I'm from, and I've never been.
But I always think that's a little trashy.
Well, that's the thing. So I think for me, I think racing is always trashy, and like I have like a NASCAR thing really close by, and I'm like, I just don't like this. So I think
it's be more different. I think
I think there's something there where it's like this is like a redneck sport in America, and then like the F1 is so, but it's all like the same premise, I guess, because of the engineering. Like, is that what's making it?
No, it's completely different though. It is.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's just
It is,
interesting.
it's like saying tennis and volleyball are the same because there's
Yeah.
a net and two people going back and forth.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
They're different. They have the same elements of like, sure, you have an
Yeah.
engine, whatever, but like
Right.
driving cars and the same thing as flying a plane, even though you both have an engine.
Yeah.
Very different. And that's why F1 is superior.
Well, and I'm like, what did F1 birth these other things though? Like what I'm
Like
just
chicken and egg.
Yeah.
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 Like
Because
F1
that
is
was like the
cool.
first type car, and then they were like, well, how can we do this here and make it interesting? Very
Well,
intrigued by
because
that.
also Americans famously make everything bigger and bigger and louder.
Yeah.
Like drag
Ugh,
racing, all that.
so
Yeah.
gross,
So
actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
F1 is unfortunately originated at in the UK, which legend.
But is Ferrari like not the first F1 car? Like what was
The first F1 car was in like so the first like race was in,
right, it was in Silverstone.
but
Yeah.
no,
Interesting.
obviously then the Ferrari because it goes back to like old money.
Right,
All
right.
these racing, you know.
Now, have you seen Ferrari by Michael Mann?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
No,
okay, yeah.
but
Well, because I was just thinking, I'm like, I kind of want to rewatch, but it's like I
No,
hate
we
all the
should.
stuff about him and like Shailene Woodley and Penelope Cruz. Like, I really don't care, which
Oh,
is like what most of the movie is. But the racing stuff is so good. I was just thinking, like Patrick Dempsey, Jack O'Connell, like all that stuff, and the crash scene is like it's
sad.
good. Like I maybe I'll like buy it and like skip around with it because it's
Like and close the laptop is like great. Maybe
and like when Adam Driver's like explaining it, yeah, I don't, and now I do feel like I kind of understand the engineering of it a little bit more than maybe I did before. So I think I could
also truly
understand it
like
better.
watching like Drive to Survive and watching the races.
Mhm.
It's true like cultural immersion. Like you learn.
I just think it's like so hot girl to do it too. Like Anya
Yes!
Taylor-Joy, Rebecca Ferguson, like
It's
sexy
also
women
hard,
watching
like,
it. I love that.
women like being an engineer and everything like that's we have to support that. I actually and like this goes back to our ethos on here of like what if fangirls just infiltrated everything?
Right.
What if we just like we're really excited about everything? I love being curious. Curious people are the hottest. Curious people are like the kindest and the one who lived the longest. So fuck them. Get really interested in it. I love that there are new
Yeah.
fans. Just don't pretend you know everything. Keep asking
Right.
questions. But I love
Right.
being a new fan.
Yeah.
That's fine. Speak when you're spoken to, but like observe.
It's just so funny. It's like young hot boys risking their life. I love it. And I do love like I think part of why I was so shocked by the like black F1 driver, like it being a rarity, is because Damson Idris in the F1 movie being a black like man.
Well, you can see the blueprint is Lewis Hamilton.
And I didn't even like, but now I'm like, I would love to. I didn't clock that when I was watching it, and now I do.
No,
And I'm like,
it
I
clocks
think
you that he's standing on business.
yeah, I think that's really beautiful. And I think it's very smart. Like, I think it could have been maybe more because if we would have focused on him instead of Brad Pitt's character at all, we should just get rid of Brad Pitt's character.
I actually, and I agree.
But I think, yeah, watching it now with that knowledge, I just think it's really meaningful that Lewis, like,
I know,
yeah,
right?
I think that was a smart choice. And like, yeah, there's a story there that I think would be better. Like if they would have, there's a story that could have gotten told there that they didn't tell. But
I think if they're allegedly holding on to it for F1, the sequel, which I made the joke of like, what are they gonna call it? F2?
F2.
Famously the thing below F1. Like
Right. Yes, because they did use F2 cars to film
they're not even like Brad Pitt, you are worth nothing to me. You didn't even drive the real F1 car
It
until
was the worst part of the movie. I just Damson Idris is so
nice.
charming too. I do support the Damson Idris James Bond agenda though. So
Me too. I really
yeah.
do agree. But I will end on we will talk about this continually.
More,
Like
yes.
more,
Yeah.
more to freaking come. Actually, like
Maybe I'll watch like the drive-in. Like maybe I'll have watched that.
Drive.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I feel like
I continue to win. Like
is
this
season 7
is
like
amazing.
who's the one that who's the cute boy who used to be with who's with Red Bull now? Lewis Hamilton and
Not Red Bull, Ferrari.
Ferrari,
It's
sorry.
Hamilton and Charles.
Okay, so and Charles has a good season, I think. Like I've heard
Oh,
no.
he was having a very bad season.
No, like in the Drive to Survive.
Last season, yeah. And yes, because
And
last
like on Netflix.
one.
I've heard his season is good. Like is it like season 7? I thought like I saw I should just watch his and he has like an interesting story and stuff like that.
His episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So sad.
Is it not sponsored by Red Bull?
No,
Yeah.
No, he's Ferrari.
But is Red Bull Max Verstappen?
Yes.
Oh, and that's why with him leaving, people think okay, got you. They think that guy fumbled the bag with Max, Red Bull,
Yes.
the CEO.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Because he's an evil abuser and terrible person and racist. And every tongue that rises,
Max or the CEO?
allegedly, Matt. No, the CEO, the principal.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Um,
saying Max was all
no,
that.
Christian Horner is the
Okay.
team principal, X. He is horrible, terrible, racist. Also, Max on my shit list. I will never ride for Max Verstappen.
No,
And
I don't like Max. I don't like
yeah,
Max. No.
Max has said bad things.
Oh, I just mean I don't like you because you're good. If you're
But
the
also,
best right now, I don't like
but
that.
also,
Yeah.
yeah. But no,
And if he's taking George Russell's spot,
so yeah,
I'm gonna kill Max.
I will. So when I was watching the F1 movie, I was
Yeah.
like, I drive a Mercedes at home. I obviously don't have it in New York, but I like texted my group, my child, my sister, and I was just like, I'm never selling my Mercedes. Like Mercedes forever. Like Lewis Hamilton, even though you're not, I know you're not there. I'm like, I ride for Toto.
I
Like,
love, and I didn't know like George and Lewis had
then,
like a history together. Like they like I love
totally.
that. Yeah.
But then there's news in the F1 world of, yes, the Red Bull CEO or Red Bull team principal getting kicked out. People are like, oh no, something's afoot because that means Max is going to be gone. And then Max and Total Wolff were spotted, like their planes are both in Sardinia and Italy chatting. And so if Max Verstappen goes to Mercedes, I'm selling my Mercedes, like on the record.
Yeah. Well, because that means George would be moved over.
Because it would be George. They just put Kimmy in. So
Yeah,
George.
fuck Kimmy though. Get him out. Let
Get
George
him out.
stay.
Get
Is
him
George
out.
not having a good season? Is this like, why are we so anti-George all of a sudden?
I literally, I'm just like, the loyalty is, and what was all that for? What was all
Yeah.
that for? Well, I think the plan is, so right now,
But then I've seen a lot of funny tweets that are like George Russell stays winning, like because the Red Bull guy's gone.
he plays, but he won't go to Red Bull. George probably, so like next year, there's going to be Audi in the, so the green brand, the green car is going to be bought by Audi. They're premiering next year. So I think George goes to Williams, which is where Carlos is right now. So it'd be Williams drivers, which is a British brand, which would be good.
And I like it.
Yeah, we like it. Carlos, are you kidding me? I'm like
Carlos and George together.
I'll say, I will, if George and Carlos are in the same team, I will say, get me to Paris. And that's the cleanest. That's the cleanest.
So fun. It's just like which hot boys are going to be the team now. Like I'm obsessed with this.
Now you see. But for Audi, I think it would be okay. I think it would be Colapinto. I think Nico retires, who is the guy who just got on the podium, the green guy.
Okay.
He retires. So Audi would be Franco Colapinto, love, my little Argentinian king.
Okay.
And then Alex Albon, who is currently in Williams with Carlos. Those two go to Audi. Williams is still British with George and Carlos. And then once his contract is up, he goes somewhere else. But crazy. Yeah. Like,
and then, I mean, do you think Lewis is retiring this season?
Well, or Lewis just stays at Ferrari. Yeah. That's Charles' seat is safe.
Yeah.
Sasser is funny as fuck. I love the idea of a French man being in charge of the most Italian thing you can ever imagine. Is it a Ferrari? So yeah, I love it. But it's more to come. Those are my early predictions for.
I still have so many questions. I'm sad. I love it. It's like a little game of shuffling. It's very fun. I do want to rewatch the F1 movie now as like to with all the cars to be like, where's my man's at?
Yeah,
like I just think it's fun. Yeah. Because doesn't he like fuck with George Russell in the movie? Like I feel like George Russell.
Yeah, George Russell was catching strays, but
like he tries to go around him or something. And Brad Pitt like
George Russell. Yeah.
Leave him alone.
But also like I'm papaya.
I also am like curious how that conversation unfolded. Like where they were like, well, which one are we gonna have you? Like
but it was jump scare saying Carlos in red because he
yes. And I remember seeing him. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? My last thought on this. Wait, fuck.
Well, Lewis, I mean, he was still with. Was he still with Mercedes during?
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought, which is what I know him as. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, well, because he is Mercedes. Like
yeah.
Legacy. What is a legacy? Truly. So this is season 2 for ETC.
For F2.
Yeah, F2.
Watch this phase.
I mean, should we just say it? Let's just say the name and count of 3. You know.
Okay.
2, 3.
Damson Idris. He's so hot. He's so hot. I'm so excited for him. I hope his career just fucking skyrockets. He's so charming too, which I think if we want to go into like our next segment, Harper's Bazaar listed their 50 hottest guys of all time. And can I just say, Harper's Bazaar, if you're listening, not a good idea for you to start your list with number one. I mean, I get it, and I actually do. I find it so annoying when I have to scroll to number one, but that's what you should be doing, like as an article, and they don't do that. I had to scroll to the bottom to get to 50, so then it got spoiled for me. That's
well,
not
also you're like, I don't really care what 50 is. I wanted to know who the hottest one is, so you start at number one.
I know, but that's why I think you should build up to it. I don't know. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. Like as a publication, you want people to be on your article.
But also maybe they just want journalism's kind of like bad right now. They just want the click, you know, like
yeah, well, it was bad.
Yeah.
And I think you know what else was bad? The fucking list.
Who's 50, 25, and number one?
I'm looking at it now because it's literally pissing me off. I'll just quickly do some of it. Like 50 is ASAP Rocky. Okay.
And then like he's 50? Who the hell is like number one? Okay.
Well, this is this whole thing. Zayn Malik at 47, Henry Cavill at 46. Henry Cavill, I will never fall for that propaganda.
Henry Cavill
and being above Zayn Malik.
Yeah.
So that fucking bald man, get out of here. This list is bad. Like, I don't know if you looked at this.
Yeah. Text me the list really quickly.
So I haven't looked at all of it, but as I go, I saw like the top 5 because you had to scroll. And I was like, ew, I hate, like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Some of, like, I agree that there's men that are hot on it, but it's like, Paul Mescal's like number 7. I love Paul Mescal. 7 hottest man of all time? I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Oscar Isaac at 36. Wait, Paul Mescal above Oscar Isaac? I have questions.
This is like kind of racist.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's just like this is what it's giving.
Yes, yes.
David Beckham is 40. David Beckham is above ASAP Rocky. Is wild work. Michael B. Jordan, okay. Channing Tatum.
And also like the photo of Michael B. Jordan. I don't know, guys. I just don't know what we're doing. Heath Ledger at 27 though. Okay. All right. Yeah, right. Denzel's at 26. I just think
Oscar Isaac. And they're fine as hell though. Fine as hell. He should God.
Yeah, up higher. They're also doing the list by like
I rewatch Dune. I think I just saw this and I'm like, I gotta rewatch Dune.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they're also doing the list based on like Brad Pitt's on there, but it's like a young photo of Brad Pitt. So I think they're doing it like not just at the time now, like of all time in different eras.
Pisses me off. I don't care about young Clint Eastwood.
That's kind of how I feel too. Is I'm like, I think your hotness should be defined by like how hot you are throughout your life. Like Robert Redford at 20. I think Robert Redford's hot now. Damson Idris is at 18 though. I'm gagged. I didn't know he was on the list at all.
I did
not think he was on the list.
Our stock. We have never been invested stock in. Wait, also, why is
gagged? I literally we prepped like a segue for this, and I was gonna be like, well, he should be on the list. Bitch, he
is. Girl, read. But is Charles Melton on this list? If Charles Melton is not included, I
think he is.
Oh, maybe scrolling. Not. I'm scrolling.
Oh, are you starting up to down?
I'm doing up to down.
Okay, then he's not on the list.
I'm doing down to up.
Yeah, I feel like I saw him, but maybe I made it up. But it is funny, Elvis Presley's above Damson Idris. Okay. Paul Newman at 15.
Robert Redford, number 1. Like, fuck off.
That's what I'm Jason Momoa at 12 and Hayden Christensen at 11. You guys are pathetic. Who wrote this?
This just pissed me off. 17, Elvis Presley. 16, Jacob Elordi. So you said Elvis twice. Congratulations on saying Elvis twice.
Okay, tell me when you get to 10 and we'll do it together.
Okay. Harrison Ford, hot.
Which, yeah, I'm like, I think
Jason Momoa, not hot.
Never been hot. Never been hot.
Bad views. I will never forgive you for what you did on Game of Thrones.
Ugly. Like, genuinely ugly. I don't get it. Face not hot. Body, like, I don't get it. It's so weird.
Oh, wait. Number 10. And at number 10, we
have Patel. And I appreciate it. Number 9, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Can I just say, Aaron Taylor Johnson not in Skins, but just British people keep winning.
But also lucky number 8, Bad Bunny, screenshotting.
Love that. And I do want to kind of pause really quickly.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Paul,
I know 7 is Paul Mescal. It's not. He shouldn't be there. I love Paul Mescal.
Look, once again. Number 7, Paul Mescal. Number 6, Marlon Brando. So congratulations on having Marlon Brando twice. Okay.
I did think that was funny, but I was like, well, I do think Marlon Brando's really hot. I know he's problematic, but I did like that.
Yeah, but you can't have Marlon Brando and then back to back.
Well, see, look, number 5. I thought he was on the list. It's Charles Melton.
Charles Melton. those who are patient get the biggest payoff. But also, I mean, that's my man, my man, my man. I'm excited.
Number 4, Pedro Pascal. Can I just say something too? Paul Mescal, Marlon Brando, Charles Melton, Pedro Pascal, all the same font, man, to me.
Lenny Kravitz, no.
Is he
You should not be on
3?
here. Your daughter should be on here. Your daughter should be on every list ever.
I
Every
don't.
list ever. I love Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz
Yeah.
is on every list.
2, Tupac, love that. Fine. Number 1, James Dean.
James
Okay,
Dean?
fine. Yeah.
No, not fine.
I'm just like, okay.
I mean, I really do, especially with this photo of Pedro. I'm like, love you.
I do think like Pedro, Charles,
Honey.
Marlon, Paul, and
Yes.
even James Dean are all a very similar face structure type, which is interesting.
We should make
Very
them-
like Roman, I mean, like famously Gladiator, but very like that type of face, which I think is fun that we're into that look, I guess.
It's like this podcast. It's like this tweet. We need to watch the space. We'll make an ETC version of this, but it's like the Marseille GHB Substack, 1980s Italian flare lamp, freezing your eggs, Josh O'Connor, Upper East Side, Girls Rewatch, Coke Zero. These are all the same thing. Are you seeing it?
I do think it's funny. No Timothy Chalamet, which is just
No,
funny.
Timmy.
They did not like let any twinks on this list.
Whatever. Even though,
But I do think, shout out Ireland. I think Paul Mescal's the only Irish. Cillian Murphy not found.
where the hell is Killian? You're my
No twinks on the list.
No drinks. His 24-inch.
But like Jesse Williams, like, girl, what are we doing?
You don't get to like add in. You don't get to add in.
I want like artwork. I want like photos of people that were painted on this list. I don't want just like
I'm like young Jude Law. Where the hell was he? Like
all the time.
We're saying young Leo. I'm like, okay, well then young that. Like, whatever.
You know what? Young Joe Biden.
Speaking of sports and hot men, honestly, if you asked 8-year-old me, or no, younger me, who is the hottest man alive, I would say Roger Federer. He will do it for me every single time. Swiss, tennis, kind, brunette, hot. He needs to be on this list.
I think it's a really bad list at the end of the day.
Bad list. Where the hell is Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah, let the comedians in.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like very new. It's just, I don't know.
Where's Al Gore? Young Al Gore's hot.
It's interesting. But I will say I have finally gotten into Bad Bunny, so love that.
Thank God. And yesterday was his the first day of his residency in Puerto Rico. I'm going to concert in August. I'm very excited.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I'm very, very pumped. It will be a trip of a lifetime, I fear. So yeah, I mean, I'll be ETC BBPR correspondent, boots on the ground.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, once again, this is the season of, I'm being selfish. Sorry, everyone's having a really fun time, but I'm like, it's the season of me. It's the summer.
No, I think that's fine.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like Oasis is back, which is obviously very like us coded, but I just think we couldn't be more back as a pod, as a culture, ETC culture.
It feels like it's a good summer. It feels like there's vibes, which is weird because I don't feel like cinematically it's been a very good summer, but everything else feels like a good summer.
It's been kind of bad. But
okay, I know you said in the group chat with Adam Pitla, which we will comment on the pit, like movies bad this year, and me and Adam were like, well, you just don't go see movies, Val, which
I said, okay, well,
which is true.
Movies.
But
you saw, and you're like, I actually saw 5 movies this year.
I was like, but I've seen 6 because I forgot F1, but which is kind of gag. But I'm like, I guess it is always like movie season near the end, but it does feel like
slower than normal, right?
It does feel slower than normal.
That's
I'm gonna
what
give
I was
that to you.
thinking of, like, by the way, like, because by the time we get
It's July. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's midnight. It's hot summer nights.
Maybe like, did we have Dune? Dune was 2023. Dune wasn't last year, right?
Yeah, it was 2024, dude.
You're lying.
I'm dead serious. It was last year. It was last March.
And that's why we had Dune last year.
And then we had, well, because a lot got pushed back to, a lot of 2023 got pushed back into the strike.
Right, but I do think like having Dune and
challenges.
Yeah.
We had
Dune. Yeah, so at least we had like 2 really good movies at the start of the year. And now I don't feel like we've just had
And we had a lot of animation last year too, which we do have some animation this year, but I feel like those were like the
We had
filler.
Monkey Man in April as well, which I really
Yeah,
like.
see, we had a lot. We had a
And
lot.
Trap, we had a Trap summer. I love Trap, so sorry.
Look, you just named 3, 4 movies
That
in a
we're
span in a
yeah,
span of like a couple months, and
yeah,
you've seen six, that's half
yeah.
of the list. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
I think part of it is because we have the superhero movies this year. Like it's been a
uh,
lot of big things that are taking release dates. I mean, like Minecraft, you don't want to go up against that. You don't want to go up against Thunderbolts. You don't want to go up against Fantastic Four.
maybe we should go against. We should. I'm wearing my Virgin
I
Suicide.
agree that we
Maybe we
should,
should go
but
up against mine. Maybe we should. I think we should.
I agree, but I'm like, those are taking the date, so stuff don't want to release. That's more
I
the
just
trap.
want to hear me out. Like Tyler the Creator, like we should just take the Tyler the Creator approach to movie releases. He was like, I'm not releasing an album at midnight. No one's gonna listen. I know you guys have work. I'm releasing it at like noon on a Tuesday. So when you guys are in your office jobs, you can listen to it.
Love.
Start releasing movies on like Monday nights or so they can see it Tuesday. Like,
I do agree.
yeah, like stop releasing in like the summer. It's in theaters this Friday. People already have plans.
Yeah,
As
we have lives. Yeah.
the power of what is it? The power of the pocket, like the power of the penny, whatever. Power of your
Yeah.
purse. Power of your purse.
Yeah.
The older people get, like the parents, the millennials, the Gen Z who has money, we're going out on Friday.
Mhm.
I fear. If
I
you-
love a Wednesday movie, so
exactly.
and also I think we should have Wednesdays off work to go see it, like Wednesday afternoons off to go to the Wednesday matinee.
Yeah, we should exactly like bill that to the client.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like things like that, I'm like, yeah, we're running out of dates because we're running out of weekends. We got weddings to go to.
I also have to
People-
drive. If I have to drive an hour to see a movie, that's crazy.
And also, like, you got off work at 5 to drive an hour to go to a movie. The movie's at 6, you're not gonna make it.
No, pathetic.
No. And you're
I
also
want to
paying
get food beforehand.
$40 for a ticket and popcorn.
You know.
What? Yeah, so
Insane.
that's why I'm like, we should actually go against Minecraft because we should go against all of this because topple it, topple the current system of to watch a movie. It's just not accessible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
TV is really good right now. TV is really
I would
good.
say so the opposite of movies is TV, which is really good right now. I almost said this before. I do feel like comedy, like Emmy noms come out on the 15th of July. We're recording on the
Disney
12th.
after Bastille Day. That's crazy.
Okay.
I know,
Uh,
they're like revolutionary to be like,
I-
14th is Bastille Day, the 15th is Emmys. They're like,
It's funny.
no revolution today.
But I think comedy is, I think we know like The Pit and Severance are gonna sweep at for drama. And I think like it's fun that comedy, which stuff will sweep, but it feels more like the love is being spread a little bit more. I think with TV in general, it feels like the love is being spread a bit more, which is I think why I've been reluctant or not cared so much about the Emmys in the past, where it's been like, okay, a show I haven't seen is like sweeping, you know? But I feel like I just think comedy shows are really back. I feel like there's a lot of like bold
Yeah.
new voices, new stories coming into that space. And I don't think they're ever treated in the same way as like art in the way that drama is. And I think that's problematic. And we should
Yeah.
respect comedy
That
friends.
was
But
beautiful. You can clip that.
thank
That was a
you.
whole like soliloquy you just said. I really agree. I think the beauty of comedy is back in the sense that
Yeah.
no two comedies are the same, nor do they have to be, because I feel like there was a
Yeah,
time
especially in
when
the TV
people were-
space. I think the sitcom is typically what we
It's so-
see.
Well, it's so easy to. I think we finally got out of the hamster wheel of comedy.
Yeah.
The Office and Parks and Rec held us that formula held us in its grip for far too long, and now we've
Yeah.
broken away. I think unfortunately one of the first things was like, not unfortunately, well, whatever. I think The Bear did a really good job of like doing that, and then it was elementary. Like that was the perfect storm of being like, wait,
I think I was gonna say
Comedy
let's give
different.
credit to the Bear. I think now like I get it, like not a comedy or whatever, but I do
in the
think
beginning it really reworked.
I think it did what it needed to do, and I think it's like an element of like, yeah, life is like comedic and dramatic. Like it reminds me of like uh Greta Gerwig's husband, Noah Baumbach films,
Oh,
where it's
okay,
like
I'm
they are
with you.
comedic, but they are like
Yeah.
drama. Like I think there's something there, and I do
Oh
think
my
the Bear
God, that
kind of
just reminds me. I have
invented
to
that.
watch. I have to watch Frances Ha when I'm 27. It's just my half.
Yeah, I still haven't done it yet because I'll kill myself. So
Great, like so
Yeah.
suicide off.
yeah.
Come on.
But I think you're right where that, because I'm not like, and I think maybe that's why I've been like, oh, I have been guilty of like kind of ignoring the comedy drop like categories, and I think it's because I don't really care about like The Office or Parks and Rec. But I think
Yeah, but then now comedy's so different now.
yeah, it's good. It's
I think,
delicious.
it's delicious and it feels really vindicating because I feel like the
Mhm.
most, the creative aspect, like the dramas, that was always respected. And you're right. People weren't respecting comedy, famously not respecting comedy. But I think when you see shows with such emotional depth and also a Charlie XCX song in it, like you can see overcompensating. You can see
Mhm.
shows like Adults, which is genuinely like I really loved that show. I think that was a really I know we were like talking shit about it, not we necessarily, but like the, internet.
Yeah.
But then you watched it and you're like, wait, this was a really good show. I was laughing. And
Yeah.
then
And I think Hacks too has really been
yes,
transformative. Yeah.
yeah, and I think what's at the center of those stories, at the center of those stories are young queer people and women.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it is. That
Yeah.
is, and more people of color to be in that for sure. In all,
Right.
but and this is not helping my case, but I'm saying like Lena Dunham's new show. I
Mhm.
just watched like the first 4 episodes, and
Mhm.
I'm having a blast. I actually feel like I had my first like New York. I'm making this all about me. I'm so sorry, but I had my first like New York moment where there's a plot line. This isn't a spoiler alert, but there's a plot line in Lena Dunham's new show about this place in New York where when you order a drink, you get a ticket for a free pizza. Like it's a mini pizza.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, that's so funny. I had like a similar situation here in New York, like a couple weeks ago. I went to a place like that. And then she leaves the place and it's Alligator Lounge. I'm like, oh, that's exactly where I went. So that was my like,
That's so
oh my
cute though.
God.
I love
Is
that.
that fun? I was like, I paused my TV and was like, oh my
Gag.
God, that's
I love
literally where
that.
I went 2 weeks. Like, that's funny. It's obviously like a known place in
Right.
Williamsburg, but like, so funny
That's
to be like,
cute.
oh, I've had the exact same thing happen to me 2 weeks ago where I was like, I don't want another drink, but do you guys want to get another pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, but and I was kept making a joke of like how it's profitable for them. This can't be profitable. Sure is. It's an Alina Dunham show.
Yeah.
Comedies are really back.
I love Meg Stalter too, so I think that's fun. I love that she's in this like leading role. And Will Sharp, I think, is so hot. I had a tweet, I was trying to find it the other day where I was like, I am so weirdly parasocial about him. Like I feel like I know him
Really?
very well, and I don't know
From the
why.
White
But
Lotus?
anytime
Is
he's
that
in
why?
something, I'm like, you're my best friend. We've grown up together.
When did you I only knew about him from the White
The
Lotus.
White Lotus is what introduced me, and I think why I tapped into him then was because I liked Crying in H Mart, and he was room. I mean, he was directing it. I don't think he has any more. I still fell through with it.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
was the voice behind that, and I was very interested in him as like anytime someone's like a young hot actor, but then they're like creative and direct stuff too. I'm like, ooh, what's this about? So I just am like, I feel like we could be friends. And then he's obviously on like A Real Pain. I love him in that. He's quite good.
Yes, true, 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 true.
He's just someone where I'm like, I've not like binged his career. I really don't know anything about him, but yet I feel like
Maybe we should invest. Maybe we should have a board meeting.
there's a connection there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to host an internal board meeting for sure and figure out,
Yeah.
especially because like watching, like things that are back on TV, something new on TV, like there are definitely some things that we have to go back, you and I, and figure out where we want to put in our next our Q3 and Q4 investments.
Right,
Or
right. Yeah, yes.
for young actors and actors and actresses. Like actors is a non-binary term.
Right.
But back to Meg Stalter,
Yeah.
because we kind of talked about this before we hopped on the pod. But this show of Lena Dunham's new show, she's
Mhm.
the lead, phenomenal, invented screaming, like invented just yelling. And you're right, this would be nominated for next year.
Mhm.
But what she will be nominated for this year, fingers crossed, Hacks.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like in Hacks, I had kind of known her before as just like an internet comedian type person,
Same.
and which I
I
think
saw her open
Hacks.
for JVN in
Oh, I love that.
in DC. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
I think Hacks is kind of like started kind of under the radar like that too. But I think it's just fun that she's really getting a moment, I guess. I just think it's a really fun casting. I'm really into this. I like this as her as like a leading lady, and it makes sense in this project. I am disappointed that it's not based in London. For some reason, I thought it was. So,
Wait, for what?
is the show?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay,
It's
good. I
in
thought it
London.
was. I thought it was. And I famously have not seen Girls, but I do think this, I'm
Oh,
excited. This has such good reviews, and I love, like, I saw the review that was like very earnest, where I think Girls can
it
be kind of
is.
cynical. I think this will be more for what I need in my life
But I
than
will say,
Girls.
I'm gonna push back on this because the reason it's earnest is because Lena Dunham writes what she knows. The reason
Yeah.
that it's earnest is because she got out of the 20s. She's fully in her
But that's
30s.
why I feel like I need this show in my life more.
That's the future thing. But I feel like watching girls
I
now,
feel like I should have watched Girls when I was like 14. I think I was in my
yeah.
20s when I was
No,
like
I actually
14, you
think
know?
I would have done. you would have ended up like Mimi Love, and it's really bad because I actually think I wish I could rewatch Girls like now for the first time because you get to see these 23-year-olds.
But there's also like that aspect of like you don't realize it in the moment. Like I don't know. I might be like I don't know.
Girls ends when they're 27. So like it would be a good time to watch. Like it is from
Yeah.
like 22 to 27
I
essentially.
just hate my 20s. I don't like 20s.
Oh,
I don't like 20-year-old people.
Wait,
I hate the 20s. Wait, that's tea.
Wait, the economy being like,
No, it was like fine experiences. Like I lived life to the 20s, but I'm just like, I just want to be old so bad. Like I'm just like, it's not, my idea of fun is not 20-year-olds like going to the clubs and stuff. Like my idea of fun is like going to bed at 8 p.m.
But I think that's like nice to be able to do I think like reclaim your 20s.
Yeah,
do these
right.
things now and still be like, I love my 20s. I really struggle with this.
I can't wait to be 30. Like I just can't wait. 36 is gonna be so hot.
You're gonna be such a great 30-year-old though, but the only reason you will be is because you're also a good like 27-year-old. Like you can't be, I feel like those are like false expectations.
Yeah.
Like enjoy being 27, enjoy being 28. You know, like I think like you get there because
so over it.
You enjoy every year.
Right.
Frances Ha, I think maybe rip the Band-Aid off and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Well, rewatch it at least because I haven't rewatched since obvious. I watched it one time and I said I'm not watching this again until 27.
Right. Well, she's annoyed me so much when I
annoyed me so much, but I wonder if I watch it now being like I will have empathy for
Is it holding up a mirror to us in a way that we're not ready for? I do love
that's why people didn't like Girls. That's why I think you should rewatch Girls now because Girls now because the mirror is so far away now.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, obviously when you're holding this, which is the same reason people are hating like kind of adults right now. It's like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Too close to home. Yeah.
But that's why I think I kind of enjoy it because I saw that discourse kind of happen or the tail end of it, and like obviously now. So I think you have a good head on your shoulders. I think you'd really like Girls and Adults. I love the one word, the one word titles here. But
yeah, well, and I said this just a second ago, but I do think Succession is the best show ever made. Like, I should rewatch that show. I love that show so much. Jeremy Strong, Kendall Roy, you are my favorite people ever. And also our friendship because of the show. So shout out. But
shout out Succession and Mad Men, I think there will be nothing greater.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like absolute greatness. But then there's Succession has sons. I think Mad Men has sons.
Yeah.
I think one of the sons, no, I take it back. The patriarch is The Sopranos. So I think The Soprano has sons and grandchildren.
Shout out.
Yeah. So I think it's The Sopranos. The Sopranos and Sex and the City were the parents, the patriarch and the matriarch.
That's so Sex and the City. That's so true. Like adults, like, girls, that's Sex and the City.
I think that's what that is. I think they have, like every generation's different, but every generation is great. Like, sorry, we're better than our grandparents because we have different tools.
Right.
So I think the patriarch and matriarch are The Sopranos and Sex and the City. They have sons, they have daughters. That goes to Succession, or that goes to Mad Men, and then the daughter is Girls. And then they have kids. They have their millennial dream.
Right.
Girls, which is Succession. And it goes down and down and down. The lineage continues. That's the family tree, in my opinion.
I love it. Yeah, so I guess other TV, like outside the comedy realm, drama, I feel like Severance is still probably gonna win Best Drama, but I think they're gonna give Noah Wyle for Best Actor. But there is actually this kind of bad timing with, I mean, not necessarily because voting for noms has ended, but there's drama coming out with The Pit that could, I don't think it will hurt its chances anywhere else. I don't think it's that big of news, but
I don't think so.
Dr. Collins, Heather Collins from the show, is not coming back for season 2. Famously, like, kind of was not in like the last 4 episodes of the show, I think. And fans were a little bit, she like
last 4 though? God,
I think it's the last 4. It might be it's the last 2, but she's not in it. She's not in any of the mass shooting episodes, and that's at least
You're right. It was the last like 2. Last 2.
Yeah. And so I think fans were already like, what's going on here with this? And then all of this kind of came out that she was famously in Wonka, though, with Timothée Chalamet, which I always forget about. But
she's always at the scene of the crime.
I know, because she's like the kid's mom, like the librarian. But she apparently goes to like a church that's like anti abortion, anti-gay marriage, lots of things. So people were like, is she leaving? I mean, and her character has an abortion in the show, like creative differences because she's a problematic person. HBO, I think, came out and was like, they kind of let her go. And then today, this is the news that came out today, her team released a statement and was like, she was not fired. They're leaving for like she's like HBO decided for creative differences. They like did not want her character in the show. They like wrote her off. But in the thing, they say all of this stuff online about her personal views and stuff is incorrect. It's not true. Her church stuff, not true. And this is a quote that I wanted to bring up. They said, as her very gay publicist, I can confirm that she's like a nice person. But she's in the thing, they're like, as her gay publicist.
My thing, I'm like, okay, that's really funny. Can we start? Wait.
It's
ETC,
in the lexicon.
Can we say ETC lexicon?
It's in the
As
lexicon. As her gay publicist. And actually, it's as her very gay publicist. If you Google now, as her gay publicist, it's just quotes like that all over. It's so...
Wait, I'm tweeting for this right now, all in caps.
As her very gay publicist. It is so fucking funny. I'm obsessed with... I was reading it and I was like, that's insane that somebody said that. And then I get on Twitter and everyone was like, no, it's insane that she
Can that be title of ep? As her very gay publicist?
It's so funny.
And we're the publicist for like this week. On this week's episode of ETC, we're the very gay publicist for what do you think? What should we say?
Wait, for F1. That's what we yeah, like ETC, a podcast for people who have a very gay publicist.
Yes. Well, ETC,
I would watch that show. I would watch very gay publicist. That's
very
but you
have to say it. I always say it as like early 2000s, like Lauren Conrad of like The Hills, like her very gay publicist.
Yeah.
You're watching on
I mean, is there straight publicists? Because if so, fire them.
Well,
you should.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, me saying no, I'm like, well, I actually am.
Well, it's either girls or gays. There's no men in that space.
True. Well, that's incredible.
It was
also have
so
to say,
good.
Well, is the gay publicist white?
No idea. I don't even know if it's like a girl gay, if a guy gay. Like I don't know their gender.
Girl gay,
lesbian. Like there's lots of layers to it.
As her very gay publicist.
Iconic line. So, but there's essentially a feud going on though between HBO and her team, which is and I'm into it.
Really,
like we're gonna get another statement now from HBO, and I love it. I'm into it.
But
I love the drama.
Wiley,
I am grateful I'm not in the Pitt fandom because I hear that there's a lot.
There's a really cute Instagram account though about like it's like wholesome Pitt like
cute.
I'll send it to you. I think it's really nice. We should follow them on ETC. But our dear friend and also friend of the pod, Adam Patla, shout out. Yeah. He is collecting Pitt crew interviews, Pitt cast interviews.
Right.
Fucking.
But not Dr. Collins, which would be actually hilarious if he talked to her.
But also, like,
because you know who he would get to talk to if he talked to Collins, the very gay publicist instead of
the very gay publicist. Wait, in a sense, like I actually think we're all the very gay publicists.
Do you think we could get Adam can get like the cast of the Pitt? Do you think we could get the very gay publicist on ETC?
On ETC,
we don't want the cast. We want the gay publicist.
We want to interview the very gay publicist. Very gay publicist. If you're listening, come on the pod.
We have questions for you.
We have that's so true. Wait,
very gay publicist is going to be the same as like if we had it on video, it'd be even better. But like the holding space queer journalist I'm in queer media, it's similar to that.
It's the whole thing now, but this will definitely have a longer life. And I also
it's very niche too. Like you only really know it if you were like reading this. If you already tapped into the drama and then you decided to read this article that was in like, the Mirror UK, like
international at least.
Yeah,
but I also think hey, press is press. All press is good press. I think for ETC, like for us, for like, you know how we always ask everyone, have you seen Jackie?
Right.
Now we should be like, who's your
publicist gay?
Who's your very gay publicist? Or
right.
What are you the very gay publicist for? Like
right.
So I think so we really were the very gay publicist for F1. But we have, don't worry, this is not the end, but that's really funny, and I'll definitely
so funny
keeping you updated on the Pitt news here at ETC. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Obviously, in the Pitt, Taylor dared a nepo baby. So nepo babies, I think, are having a moment, and after the New York Mag piece came out, they were obviously not having a moment. They were canceled. They were done. We were getting rid of them, which I supported. I was like,
Well,
okay,
'cause they were
most of
doing
these nepo
bad.
babies I
They were
don't
just
like.
they were like in the conversation because like they're like, why are you everywhere? And also you're not doing good.
Yeah, it was a bad nepo babies. Now we're seeing a reclamation of being a nepo baby in a way that I admire, where I think they're handling it correctly, where it's like if you're gonna be a nepo baby, like lean into it, like acknowledge that. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Jack Schlossberg is a good example of this. I want nepo babies making weird ass fucking videos. Jack Schlossberg, Romy Mars on TikTok, and then you just came across somebody who you have not told me
Oh,
about their
we
TikToks
love,
yet.
we love. But I will say before I go on to my our nepo baby of the moment
Yeah.
segment, and I do want to say it really does go back to girls because the very gay publicist for nepo babies putting in the work and knowing where they came from is in fact Allison Williams, Marnie from Girls. She was
Right.
the first one who said, fuck yeah. Like, are you kidding me?
Well,
My
and I,
name
yeah,
is Ryan
yeah.
Williams.
I
Like,
think she
that was
surpassed her dad, though. I mean, at least in terms of like pop culture, not for like my parents, but like because her dad like got in trouble for stuff. Like that's what I
yeah,
love about.
Ryan Williams, yeah.
Well, and like Dakota Johnson's like a nepo baby where I'm like, you're better than like your parents now. Like there's like nepo babies where I'm like, you're not a nepo baby anymore. You're your own. Which I get like the whole idea of nepo babies
I'm
is you
meaning
got
in
like a
terms of
career
like
step up. But then
in
there's a
terms
type
of
of nepo
talking
babies
about it. Like
where
she
I'm
was
like,
the first one.
yeah. When I'm like, then there's somewhere I'm like, well, they're not trying to be. This is where I respect a Nepo baby. When they're not trying to be like a great artist or something. Like, I think I don't like Ben Platt. Sorry, I will never like Ben Platt. I don't care.
Wait, do your best Ben Platt impersonation.
I don't even know him like that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
You will be
I
fat.
don't know him like that.
Come on, dear.
But
And dear, who gave everything.
and I love that like about the Romy Mars, where it's like she's just like, I'm just gonna make. I mean, her music. I don't think she's
Music is
trying to be
great.
great.
Her music is great. Is
It
objective.
is great, but I don't think she's trying to be great. And like Francesca Scorsese, I love her. I think they're just like they're living off their parents' coin and having fun. And I would do that. That's who I
I
would
was
be if I
gonna
was a Nepo
say, I
baby.
also think like
Why try to do anything with your life when you don't have to? No one wants to
we're
work.
also
No one wants to fucking work.
I also feel like you are born with is greatness thrusts upon you, or are we born with it?
Right.
I do think it's obviously nature versus nurture, but I think I have a little bit more respect for them when like you make me forget that you're Nepo. Like for instance,
Right.
Bella Hadid. Like you make me forget that like, oh, you are Nepo. You have this because you stand for shit. And you know what? If you're going to be that beautiful and that talented, you're so right. I do the exact same thing. Yeah, I'd be a great
Yeah.
baby. I'd be doing this. I'd be putting in the work. When you have all the resources in front of you, why not be the most, bubbly and cultured and like whimsy and
Yeah.
fun? Like, for instance, yeah, like Roy Mars, the Nepo baby of the moment that we love is Anais Gallagher,
Mhm.
daughter of, I believe, Noel Gallagher,
Mhm.
Oasis, so back. And a lot of people are saying that she's kind of responsible for it, breaking the generational curse. Yeah, like, isn't that so deeply beautiful? And even if that's not true, let's spread that rumor.
I like it.
Let's spread that rumor of like the young daughter bringing back her dad and her uncle. But I was just
I didn't watch it because my timeline refreshed, but there was like a video of Noel and Liam like holding hands or
yes,
something, and I was like, I will cry.
yeah, because we believe we're so UK pilled right now. It's actually really bad with
I
a
mean,
lot of people
also
didn't
summer
know.
in like the UK and London is like the best place on earth.
We have to
So it's
manifest
like,
that for us. We really like we have
yeah.
to we talk about one putting the work. We have to put in the work for each other to end up.
And also though, I mean, just in general, I think the UK is the place. It's been the place for a minute, but I think it is the place in terms of like Paul Mescal's living there, Florence Pugh's living there, like Hollywood. LA's bad. I mean, like famously the film industry is dying. The
Mhm.
London film industry going really strong.
I
And I'm like,
know,
that's
which
where the
sucks is
hot talent is.
it's
Like
not
there's
being funded. That's the thing.
I
You have
know, I know,
people
I know. Right. It's not their fault, but I'm like the UK's like
no. Well,
it's the
it's
place.
truly always been. But I'm not this is how I'm gonna bring it back to Anais. So I was doing a deep dive on her because on her TikTok, like TikTok is, that's it. It's where the Nepo babies thrive. And she's literally our age. So Anais, we're saying this to you. Please come on the pod. We'd love to chat. Because her favorite movie is Juno. I said, girl, hello. And this is
That's
where
perfect for you.
for me, for us. She also like mentioned how much she loves Jodie Comer, which I feel like is so
That's
you.
so random to
That's
me.
so. I'm gonna say the TikTok we can post on our page. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
saving this because this is so
We
camp.
predicted she'd be having a moment, and here we
Yes,
are.
she predicted
If
exactly.
you can bring Oasis back together, you can give Jodie Comer like the Oscar, like
Whoa,
her
that
power.
just gave me goosebumps. But here's the best part. She is friends with truly friend of the pod, someone that we respect dearly, Edward Blumel.
Oh,
Is that crazy?
we love
Because the
Edward.
UK, everyone, it's so tiny. It's so
Right,
tiny.
everyone knows everyone. Yeah.
So I think that's really kind. I think that goes back to like,
Edward, we are always here for you.
we're
We're
always
your number one fans.
also,
Should we make like Edward Blumel daily? Because I don't think he has one. He
no,
should.
but we can't do that and not do Mary Beth Barone daily. Oh, you know what I would love? I'm just gonna
What?
manifest this out loud. I would love to, because we're so UK pilled on this goddamn podcast.
Every day of my fucking life. I love that place.
There was this tweet that before I get to this, there was this tweet that was like, I said to you that being a Beatles fan will make a Mexican yearn for the UK, and it's so fucking true. But I would love if we ever host like a live show. It's like the Globe. It's not at the Globe Theater, but that would be kind of crazy.
That would be cunty.
At the Globe Theater. But if we take it across the pond and it's very much like open theater concept.
We only do it in the UK. Yeah. Outside. Yeah. Regent's Park.
I
Yeah.
want, if wherever we host live shows, I want it at like a theater. Like a play. Like I want it to
Yeah.
be like that.
Yeah. Like Shakespeare in the Park. Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun. So I'm gonna put that out there into the ether. So yeah, if any very gay publicists would like
Want to
help
get
look
love
at
first,
it,
please.
but yeah, I mean, so much happening. I think our final thing of Nepo Babies is the end all be all of Nepo Babies, who's a generational talent. The voice of her generation is Romy Mars.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't listened to her new songs yet, but I genuinely think A-Lister is so good. And
A-List is going to be on like on my top 20 of the top.
it's so good. It's
so good.
I love it.
I hate a big red car. Come on.
I mean, of course, like Sofia Coppola has two daughters. Like, of course. And of course, like
beautiful. And they're close. And like, of course, the firstborn looks just like her dad. And of course,
yeah.
just like
and that's the thing too, is I'm like, Thomas Mars is like a musician, like, right? Like that's what I mean. So I'm like, of course she's talented too. Like of course she can make music. I don't know. I'm into it. I support it. And I like her. And she came out against Labubu's, and I'm like so team that, because I think it's such like I hate those things. And I think it's such like a gross, like I saw something the other day and I thought it was really fascinating.
Is NASCAR. Trashy.
Yeah, and it was like the thing that I saw was like it's like an Erewhon smoothie. Like it was like brands that people think are luxurious, but it's just over expensive and it's not luxurious, but it's like accessible. Like I can buy an Erewhon smoothie. Like I won't do that every day, but I can afford it. But
you know what? I actually kind of could.
Yeah, I could. And it's like this faux feeling of wealth that it gives you. And I think the Labubu is really similar to me in that sense, because they're so hard to get and they cost a lot of money. And it's like,
do you think maybe it's a faux equalizer?
Yeah, I think it just makes you feel like you are, I think it's almost like the difference between like new wealth and old wealth, right? Like a Louis Vuitton bag with the logo. Yeah, like it makes you feel elevated.
Like, I saw someone have it working with a Labubu, so if I have a Labubu on my, polyester bag.
Yeah, it's like you're lacking creativity, you're lacking the understanding of like what makes something nice, what's something that's worth investing in. Don't put yourself in debt for a Labubu, I guess. Like
everyone is in debt always, and it's crazy. I also think like I just can't even imagine having the brain to be like, everyone's doing this, so I had to get it too. Like that's just
well, and then this is my thing. I think the Sony Angels are cute. I like the Sony Angels. I love a blind gift thing. Well, that's how much I don't care, but they're cute.
Watch this, yeah.
But like, let's just get into that. Like, it's just stop trying. Why does it have to be this like big thing? Just like what you like. Just buy something because you think it's cute.
And then also the consumerism. Like, what do you mean you have 85? Why do you mean you have 85 Sunny Angels?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if it brings you joy, live your life. I'm happy for you.
Do whatever you want.
You have to survive in this world. But
you're right. You're not hurting anyone. Do whatever you want. But as long as you're not hurting anyone, like get whatever you want. That makes you happy. But like,
I think they're ugly and trashy, and I'm glad Romy Mars is on my side with this.
Well, I think that's an incredible.
We covered everything. I do want to just say, like, really quickly, I'm going to save this for like a future episode. I texted this in the group chat. I've never watched The Gilded Age, but I'm getting really
I know.
I know. I love Carrie Coon. I love the idea of The Gilded Age.
We love George Russell.
also from Yes. Well, yes. But I like this Ben Owlers guy who plays Clock Twink. Apparently, that's his nickname. I'm just learning about this. And I watched an interview he did where he ranked clocks. And I was like, that's so funny. It was for TV Insider. I'll link it in the thing. But, and in it, I was like, he's so cute. At first, I thought he was ugly. He's got a big forehead and his face is really scrunched in.
So you're clocking my tea.
No.
I'm like, so that is what I fear. Anyway.
It kind of like, he's like Edward Bluemel in a different font, but also Timothy. If Edward Bluemel and Timothy Chalamet had a baby, he would be there.
Yes.
And I like this. And I was watching this interview and I was finding myself getting charmed by him. And I think he sounds like Timothy. Like, I think they have the same voice, just his mannerisms. So I was like, he's got to be a New York boy. Fort Dodge, Iowa. He's from Iowa. And he's like a year older than me. I'm like, I probably like could find his, like, I'm like, I probably know him. Like, anyways, I'm just obsessed with him. And
Degrees way I love.
Yeah, so he is gonna be my cute. Like, I'm gonna get really into him eventually.
Whenever we have our board meeting offline, we can on our next. So when we come back, we'll have our Q4 investment. Q4 and then
I think I was into Patrick Ball for like 2 weeks there, and this is my new Patrick Ball. Like, I followed him and turned notifs on. So yeah.
Okay, this is. We'll definitely bring
watch this phase.
Exciting. This is exciting. I'm looking forward to hearing the pitch and when we really evaluate our Q4 and then Q1 investments in our stocks. So wow, we covered it all.
We did it good.
Yeah, truly wonderful. A lot happening, not in the movie space, that's for fucking sure.
Oh,
not this summer. Sorry. Their theater club is empty.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I think that's our episode. So thank you guys so much for listening.
And we'll be back
soon with more guests. We have some stuff planned. So
we have, welcome back to officially season 2. I don't know if we said that. Season Lou, as we keep saying, but we're gonna have a lot of exciting things coming up this season. As always, please subscribe, and comment all of that.
Leave us a review.
We love y'all. We see y'all in the comments, and it's so fun being parasocial with everyone. So let us know if there's anyone that you for sure are interested in hearing their pop culture takes, because we never know who we can get on. So love y'all. Welcome to the club. Welcome back.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.